Hello, everyone, and welcome to Grandstand Sports Data, your go to channel for sports, statistics, and unbiased handicapping. And in today's video, we're going to be giving you the 10 betting mistakes that you must avoid. So, without further ado, let's get into the top 10 mistakes that you must turn around and quick in the sports betting world. So, the number 10 thing that you must avoid while sports betting is gambling while intoxicated. So, in the world of gambling, maintaining a clear mind is essential for making rational decisions, just as you wouldn't drive drunk or text your ex. Placing bets under the influence can lead to regrettable outcomes. Imagine this: you're watching a game, a few beers deep, and your bet is hanging by a thread. The outcome is tense, and in the heat of the moment, you've had a few more drinks. But when the result doesn't go your way at the end of the night, fueled by that frustration and impaired judgment, doubling down on another bet seems tempting. The scenario shows you the importance of avoiding gambling while intoxicated. Alcohol not only impairs judgment but also heightens impulsivity, leading to risky decisions. Many have learned this lesson the hard way, waking up to a depleted bank account after a night of intoxicated gambling. To combat this, responsible gambling measures like timeouts on betting accounts can help curb impulsive behaviors, especially during vulnerable moments like late night outs. So when it comes, time to make that crucial bet, keep a clear head and save the celebrations for when your smart bets pay off. So let's get into number 9, which is avoid betting on sports that you don't understand. One of the biggest mistakes is diving into sports that you don't understand. Focus on too many sports is like trying to juggle too many plates at once. Instead, pick a few sports and become an expert. Start with what you know. So if you're a Cowboys fan, you'll likely understand the NFL better than most. As you gain experience, slowly expand your knowledge, but always with thorough research. Don't let peer pressure sway your choices. Just because everyone's hyped about, football doesn't mean it's your game necessarily. Stick to what you know best, whether it's baseball, soccer, or even Russian table tennis. Avoid the temptation of high profile events. Betting on the Super Bowl might be thrilling, but if football isn't your forte, you're swimming in unfamiliar waters. Lastly, beware of well meaning advice from friends. Just because someone suggests a sure win in water polo doesn't mean that you should take the plunge if you're clueless about the sport. Similarly, resist the urge to bet on unfamiliar leagues out of desperation. In summary, betting success hinges on knowledge. Stick to what you know, avoid impulsive choices, and expand your expertise gradually. Let's get number 8 now. Number 8 would be avoid betting as a source of an income. So remember, the journey of sports betting often comes with high hopes and dreams of quick riches. However, it's crucial to understand that the sports betting is primarily a form of entertainment rather than a reliable source of income. While short-term profits are possible, the long-term reality is challenging due to the inherent house edge. To succeed in sports betting, one must manage expectations effectively. Winning percentages above 55% are considered highly profitable, yet even the most skilled bettors struggle to exceed 60%. Understanding that losses are inevitable is essential. It's part of the unpredictable nature of sports. Instead of fixating on outcomes, focus on research and finding value. Setting realistic goals is paramount. Doubling your bankroll overnight is unlikely, and expected to win the majority of your bets is unrealistic. Sports betting is a slow grind. It requires patience. It requires learning from your mistakes and then gradual improvement. Approaching sports betting as a hobby rather than a get rich quick scheme is vital. It's a pastime that can offer enjoyment and excitement, but it should never be viewed as a sole means of livelihood. Maintaining moderation, avoiding unrealistic expectations, and embracing the thrill of the game will ensure a more enjoyable and sustainable betting experience. Moving on to number 7 will be betting too much volume. So, in the world of sports betting, the allure of numerous games can be overwhelming, but spreading your bets thin across multiple matches is risky business. Many fall into the trap of chasing excitement, placing bets just for the thrill. But remember, betting isn't just about sheer volume, it's about making informed choices. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Don't rush through your bankroll like a sprinter eager to cross the finish line. Pace yourself, research your options, and select wisely. And just as you wouldn't expect a basketball player to excel in soccer, specialize in the sport that you know best. Betting on unfamiliar territory rarely pays off. Stick to what you understand deeply. Lastly, resist the temptation of flashy parlays promising big payouts. They're like shiny distractions leading to disappointment. Instead, opt for singles or even some steady, reliable choices. In summary, practice self control, focus on quality over quantity, and bet smartly. After all, it's not about the number of bets that you place, but it's about the quality of your decisions. Coming in at number 6 is it you must avoid ignoring research. Imagine stepping into a high stakes game where the odds are ever changing and your decisions are critical. Welcome to the world of sports betting, where success hinges on meticulous research and analysis. Just like a seasoned coach studies every move of their opponent, successful bettors dive deep into player form, team dynamics, and historical data. Ignoring these crucial insights is like attempting to play blindfolded, a risky move that often leads to defeat. Remember, betting without research is like shooting in the dark. Whether you're analyzing horse racing or American football, every detail counts, from a horse's form to a team's injury updates. While it may seem daunting at first, even a little research goes a long way. Think of it as building your winning strategy one data point at a time. Value betting is the ace up the sleeve of an experienced bettor. It's about finding hidden opportunities where the odds are in your favor. Keeping track of your bets and understanding their value is essential for long-term success. But let's not forget the golden rule. Betting should be about making profits, not just adding excitement. While it's tempting to place bets on a whim, those spur of the moment decisions often lead to losses. So whether you're diving into the Super Bowl betting or exploring other sports, remember research is your MVP. Informed decisions based on data pave the way to victory, while ignorance is the opponent you can't afford to underestimate. What we like to do here at Grandstand Sports Data is we'll always do fundamental analysis, which you'll see number 1. We'll combine that with number 2, which is technical analysis, and this will give us our number 3, which will place us in our informed decision. We used our fundamental analysis, our technical analysis, now we have our informed decision. So coming in at number 5 is not value betting. We all know you have to place your bets based on not just on what you think will happen, but also on whether the odds offered are worth it. Let's say you're betting on a football match between the Patriots and the Packers. You believe the Patriots have a 60% chance of winning, but the bookmakers' odds only suggest a 50% chance. This is your moment to seize value, betting on odds that are higher than what you believe the true probability is. Now think of yourself as maybe like a detective, and you have to analyze these clues and find these best bets. You calculate the implied probabilities from the odds given by the bookmaker. You compare them to your own assessment. Your own assessment would be your model that is showing that the Patriots would win 60% of that matchup. So if the bookmaker's undervaluing the Patriots, you pounce on that opportunity. But beware the allure of popular teams or events. Don't be swayed by the hype. Instead, focus on where the true value lies. It's like searching for hidden treasure. Sometimes it's not in the most obvious places. Remember, betting on value isn't just about picking winners. It's about maximizing your profits by betting on outcomes where the odds are in your favor. So next time you're tempted to bet on a favorite, ask yourself, is the value there? If not, it might be wise to hold off and search for a better opportunity elsewhere. Coming in at number 4 is going to be not doing your odds shopping. In the high stakes world of sports betting, the tiniest difference can mean a major win or loss. Imagine you're shopping for a new car. Would you settle for the first price that you see, or would you shop around for the best deal? The same principle applies to the sports betting. Let's break it down. Picture this. You're eyeing the Miami Heat minus the points here. You see ESPN Bets offers the Heat at -4.5, but Caesars gives the Heat -3.5. That extra point could turn a loss into a win. You may think this is a minor difference, but over time you will lose games by 1 point and kick yourself for not shopping. Different sport books offer different odds. Betting on the Detroit Lions at one book might, give you a plus 3.5, but another might give you a 4 with better odds. It's all about maximizing your potential. So why limit yourself to only one sports book? Remember, loyalty to one bookie doesn't pay off. Just like shopping for a car, shop around for the best odds. Every cent counts, and with the right strategy, you could be turning losses into wins in no time. Don't miss out on the opportunity to maximize your returns. Coming in at number 3 is avoid betting with emotion. In the world of sports betting, allowing personal biases, emotions, or team loyalties to influence decisions is a recipe for disaster. It's like cheering for your home team but betting your life savings on their victory. It's a risky game. Sure, it's thrilling to back your favorites, but rationality should always trump sentimentality. Betting with your heart rather than your head is a common mistake. Data may scream one outcome, but your gut whispers another. It's in these moments that discipline is key. Sometimes the best bet is no bet at all. And let's not forget the dangers of betting under the influence. Just as alcohol impairs judgment, emotions can cloud reasoning. Sober analysis beats intoxicated impulses any day. Another thing, personal biases can sneak up on you, whether it's childhood allegiances or a thrilling underdog story. But betting should be based on facts, not sentimentality. Sentiment bias and shading the line by sports books prey on emotional based betting tendencies. Ultimately, separating emotion from analysis is crucial for success. It's about betting with your head, not your heart. Research, analysis, and a cool head are your best allies in the unpredictable world of sports betting. So, next time you're tempted to let emotions drive your bets, remember in the game of sports betting, logic beats passion every single time. Next betting mistake to avoid is chasing your losses. Chasing losses is a common and costly mistake. Imagine you had a rough NFL Sunday and went 0 for 4 and you're tempted to go all in, hoping for a quick turnaround in Sunday Night Football. This is impulsive and it leads to even greater losses. Chasing losses is like trying to catch a fallen knife. It's dangerous and usually ends in more harm. Sports bettors, like gamblers at a casino, might feel compelled to increase their bets after a losing streak, hoping for a lucky break. But just as doubling down on a bad hand rarely pays off, chasing losses rarely leads to success in sports betting. The key to avoiding the trap lies in discipline and perspective. Sports bettors should stick to their budget, resist the temptation to chase losses, and take a break to clear their heads. Like a marathon runner pacing themselves, they understand that losses are part of the game and patience is essential for long term success. Remember, in the game of sports betting, losses are inevitable, but how you respond to them determines your fate. By staying disciplined, keeping emotions in check, and focusing on long term strategy, you can navigate the ups and downs of sports betting with absolute confidence. So the first betting mistake that you should always avoid poor bankroll management. In the world of sports betting, master and bankroll management is a need and not a want if you want to be profitable in some sort. Set clear betting limits and choose a budget you can comfortably afford to lose. You should be using income that is discretionary in nature and is not needed for bills or other necessities. Bankroll management isn't just for the seasoned bettors, it's an essential for every bettor, whether you're a novice or a seasoned vet. Determine your unit size, a percentage of your overall bankroll, to guide your bets through choppy waters of uncertainty. Avoid the cardinal sin of risking your entire bankroll on a single bet. Instead, practice responsible management, allocating only a small percentage of your resources to each wager. Remember, the journey of sports betting is a marathon, not a sprint. Bankroll management ensures you have enough fuel to reach your destination, avoiding the pitfalls of reckless spending and staying afloat in the betting market. So set your goals, manage your resources wisely, and may the winds of the fortune guide you and the bounty of wins in the sports betting market. Right here, this graph is going to show three different styles of bettor. One is a degenerate style of bettor, and degenerate we mean he just has a flat $200 $200 per game bet, so a fixed amount. Whereas the green you're going to see is the unit size bettor, so he bets a unit, or he bets, I want to say, usually it's I want to say like 3 units, where the percentage bettor is betting 1% of his bankroll. As you can see, for 5 losses, that the percentage bettor is actually making out better than the other bettors. As you can see, the degenerate has his risk of ruin when you're $200 when you place in $200 bets with a $1,000 bankroll. You end up having zero if you go on a 5 game losing streak. Sorry. And if you think you're not going to lose 5 games in a row in the sports betting world as time goes on, you are sadly mistaken. So, like always, would like to thank you guys for watching. If you like this content and you'd like to see more, please subscribe to the channel. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, that would be great for us, as our content will travel through the YouTube algorithm and get more eyeballs onto our content. And finally, share and comment down below if you wouldn't mind. This would also be greatly appreciated. And like always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.